What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to give you guys some quick Atlanta Falcons news. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content. Hit that like button for your boy. If you would like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at JewTalkSports. If you would like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. And if you would like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit the join tab here on the channel. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So today in Atlanta Falcons news, the Atlanta Falcons have signed linebacker Rashaan Evans. I actually did a video about Rashaan Evans last week. He did sign with our Atlanta Falcons yesterday evening. Rashaan Evans, I believe, signed a one-year deal with our Atlanta Falcons. He is the former linebacker, inside linebacker of the Tennessee Titans. This is another signing for our Atlanta Falcons, former Tennessee Titans player. And I'm not surprised, again, like I said, with this signing, being that Rashaan Evans does have experience with both Arthur Smith and Dean Pease, because he was playing for their team, the Tennessee Titans, when Arthur Smith and Dean Pease was the defensive coordinator of the Tennessee Titans. So he has that familiarity with Dean Pease's scheme. And being that we lost Foye Oluokun to the Jacksonville Jaguars in free agency, I think that this is a great signing for the Atlanta Falcons, because Rashaan Evans is a really solid linebacker, a veteran in the league. He's been in the league 4 years. He played his college ball at Alabama, and he's one of those guys that's a land shark, very good tackling linebacker, inside linebacker. He's a guy that's a thumper, comes downhill, does a good job of scraping and, finding holes to creep into the backfield and make tackles for losses. He's a really solid linebacker, and I think that this is a huge signing for our Atlanta Falcons. It gives the Falcons depth, and I always talk about in the NFL, because it's such a physical sport, the injuries at some point in time during the season are going to happen, and you need as many solid players or good players on your roster as possible. So even though we have Deion Jones, Michael Walker, with us losing Foye, this is a big signing, not only because Rashaan Evans is a really good linebacker, but also it's a really good signing because he's a veteran guy that can kind of take Michael Walker under his wing. So if Rashaan Evans is only here for this one season, which I could see him possibly being extended, if he's only here for this one season, he can help Deion Jones kind of mentor Michael Walker. So when it's all said and done, if Rashaan Evans only plays for us this season, Michael Walker has someone that he can learn up under and possibly be the next inside linebacker or Mike linebacker for our Atlanta Falcons. But I do really like this signing because of his experience, because he's one of those guys that plays with an edge in his game. He's a very physical linebacker, and that's kind of what we were missing with losing Foye and losing Devondre Campbell a couple years ago. We needed that thumping linebacker, because Deion Jones is one of the fastest linebackers in the league, to me the best coverage linebacker in the league. But he needs that guy that's going to do the dirty work, that's going to be in there to stop the run and kind of play in that bubble, as Dean Pease talked about, play behind Grady Jarrett and play behind that defensive line. But I do think that Rashaan Evans is going to be a really good fit with our Atlanta Falcons, because he already knows the scheme. And now you don't have to move Deion Jones back to the Mike linebacker position. You can leave Deion Jones at that wheel linebacker or the opposite inside linebacker, and allow Rashaan Evans to slide right in where Foye was playing that Mike linebacker position last year. But I really think that it's going to be a three-headed monster on that linebacking core. I do think that Michael Walker is still going to get his opportunities, even with signing Rashaan Evans, because Rashaan Evans is not the best linebacker in coverage. Personally, I think that Michael Walker is a little bit more athletic, and on third downs and things of that nature, I won't be surprised if they sub Rashaan Evans out at times and give him a breather and allow Michael Walker to play on some of those downs where it's obvious passing downs, because Michael Walker showed you last year with the interception for a touchdown against Cam Newton and the Panthers last year that he's one of those linebackers that's very instinctive, And he is very athletic and quick and on his toes when it comes to covering wide receivers, covering tight ends, covering backside of the backfield. Michael Walker is one of those guys that's extremely athletic. And I definitely think that if it's something that he does better than Rashaan Evans and Michael Walker, I think it's his coverage skills. But with that being said, I do think, like I said, that Rashaan Evans is going to be a great fit with our Atlanta Falcons. You guys let me know what you think of Rashaan Evans signing with our Atlanta Falcons. But I'm really impressed with Terry Fontenot again. This is a huge signing for our Falcons, bringing in a guy on a bargain deal, a guy that has something to prove because the Titans basically allowed him to walk in free agency, which most of the times teams, if you're a really good player, teams don't allow their good players to walk unless they're in cap hell. But in this situation, they allowed Rashaan Evans to walk in free agency and allow him, to sign with another team. So I definitely knows that he's going to have a chip on his shoulder coming to Atlanta. And he's one of those guys already that plays with a high motor. Like I said, he's a guy that goes 100 miles an hour. He's not a guy, that thinks a lot on the field. He's a guy that reacts. And that's one thing that I do like about him at that inside linebacker position is he's a land shark. Like I said, he's a heat-seeking missile. He's a guy that's going to, shoot his gun and, shoot gaps and things of that nature. Sometimes he gets caught out of position. If you go watch film on Rashaan Evans because he's so aggressive. But we need that aggression, especially when it comes to stopping the run, because that's something that we struggled with the last couple seasons. So I definitely think that the Falcons at this point will go out and put some bigger bodies in front of him, like a Jordan Davis, and add some defensive linemen in this draft. The Anthony Rushes that we re-signed. I think if you add bodies in front of Rashaan Evans, kind of how he had in Tennessee, he could be a guy that's really, really good at getting tackles for losses and being a very instinctive linebacker, But with that being said, this been your boy Jew. You guys let me know what you think of Rashaan Evans signing with our Falcons. I have a lot more content coming for you guys as always. But as always, Falcons Nation, rise up. Peace.